Hello my dear friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Barbara and today we're going to be going over Neptune in the 9th house. This video is for you if you have this particular placement. If you're a cross watcher, welcome as well. So Neptune overall in our natal chart deals with the illusions, the delusions. It could be the area that maybe you escape through, the area that you might not necessarily see clearly, and it can also be the area where you kind of go into those psychic metaphysical realms where you really start to go into what we call the crown chakra. You're escaping, you're a little bit out of body, whether you're aware of it or not when it comes to this particular area. So for you guys, the area is going to be the 9th house. This deals with spirituality overall, deals with religion sometimes as well. It can also deal with travel, it can deal with foreign lands, foreign cultures, languages. It can also deal with freedom overall. Sometimes it can also deal with entrepreneurship because entrepreneurship does lead to freedom. Overall, the 9th house Sagittarian energy is always wanting to know what is the purpose of everything. They're always looking for the reason and meaning behind things. So when you have Neptune in the 9th house, you might not necessarily see this area clearly. You could spend a lot of time thinking about this. What is the purpose? What is the meaning of this? Really going into that, again, crown chakra, overthinking energy. Even to the point maybe where you have contradicting beliefs, especially early on, until you guys figure out what it is that you guys truly believe in. That's the whole thing with the 9th house Sagittarian energy. They go off, learn something, and then they come back and teach it when they really feel like they've discovered something, some sort of truth that really resonates within their soul. Up until that point, they can switch up. You know, you guys can switch up when you have Neptune in the 9th house because it's like, again, Neptune energetically is very much expansive. It's very much boundless. If you think about it, it doesn't necessarily have boundaries. This energy. So when you have the 9th house in here, which also deals with spirituality, even religion and all these things. I mean, religion, the root of it all is spirituality if we think about it. So because it does deal with all of these things already and it's very expansive in the earlier parts until you guys figure out that truth, you can believe this thing, you can believe that thing as well. Once you guys figure out what that truth is, you really believe that truth to be true. And then you guys might want to go off and teach other people because that's a 9th house energy. The 9th house really does feel like whatever they discovered to be true is the best thing ever and that everyone needs to believe in it, and maybe it helps you guys or heals you guys in one way, shape, or form, and then you guys want to go off and teach it to other people as well. That's that Neptune in the 9th house energy. Now keep in mind, wherever we have Neptune in our natal charts, it could be the area that we escape through. So you guys could escape through your spirituality, you guys can escape through religion. Wherever you have Neptune, you might have to work a little harder to ground in this particular area. So these people can be the ones who have very much like that endless belief in maybe the universe, the creator, God, whatever term you want to use. These people could really be like, you know, things work out for me. And it's interesting because if we think about it, everything does come from the mind. So when you have this belief system, this can actually end up panning out and it can align. But sometimes it can go into the shadow of that, where you guys are going into an escapism energy, an avoidance type of energy, where you guys are saying, oh, it's going to work out, but you're actually being avoidant to the physical reality. So there's this whole push-pull energy that's taking place here. Wherever you have Neptune in your natal chart, what I've been saying for all of these videos is you guys are going to have to work a little harder to anchor it into this physical reality, to anchor those dreams, those visions, whatever it is that you guys are really dreaming of. Because for you guys, it's in the 9th house. It could be you guys dreaming of being a spiritual teacher or a teacher of some sort of belief system that you guys are teaching. But again, you guys are going to have to figure out a practical way going about this is really what that is. Because at the end of the day, we are in the physical reality. Neptune doesn't necessarily like it down here. Piscean energy, even 12th house energy, it doesn't like it down here because this earth plane is very earth-like. So it's very Virgo-like. So my suggestion for absolutely all of these Neptunian videos has been wherever you have Neptune in your natal chart to basically figure out what that niche is, your craft in that particular area, and perfect it. So if you guys are someone who is interested in teaching spirituality, it's all about consistently working at it. And something that I really liked that I heard somebody else say recently was you really want to balance the masculine and feminine when it comes to spiritual teachings. So sometimes people go too much into the feminine in terms of too much into the crown chakra, where it's like, again, it's all of these ideas, but there's no container for them. They were basically saying that you want to apply the masculine first in terms of learning what is already out there. So maybe reading religious scriptures and anything to do with really the metaphysical planes and the spiritual planes, learning what other people have discovered in the past. That's the masculine aspect of it. And then applying the feminine energy, where it's like, then from this, you guys get ideas and you guys get downloads, kind of containing the energy, because otherwise it goes too much to the crown chakra. There's that balanced energy taking place again. So I really liked what that person said about that, because it's kind of like you're creating a container for all of this knowledge. Now, what I will also say is the 9th house can overall deal with higher education, higher knowledge, and all these things. So you guys can go in a more traditional route of higher education. You guys could be interested in maybe getting master's, PhD, and these types of things. Or maybe you guys could also dream about this, fantasize about this. And again, Neptune is making this area blurry for you guys. Or even your schooling overall, any form of education, Neptune could be clouding this for you, where it's like you guys think you want to do this thing, but actually you're meant to be doing this other thing, and these types of things. Neptune is kind of making it hard for you to see this area. Or you guys can dream about this, and then when you guys actually get into school, you guys can dream maybe like, I want to be an academic, I want to have all these degrees. But it's like when it comes to the actual school part, which takes a lot of work, a lot of hard work and effort, it could be challenging because it's like the Neptunian energy. It's not that they don't want to work hard, it's just that they know that they don't technically have to, because that's how things operate in the higher planes of reality. There isn't as much resistance, but at the end of the day, we have to be realistic, and we are on the earth plane. Down here, there are certain rules and basically restrictions in terms of the energy and how things work, and the density down here is different as well. There's more resistance, and all of this really is based on the emotional frequency that people are at. So it's like when it comes actually down to it, you guys might struggle, you know, because it's like you guys actually have to put in the work, and the Neptune is blurring this area for you. You guys might want to escape, you guys might not want to actually put in the work. You guys might go into, once again, the crown chakra, dreaming about it, fantasizing about it. And sometimes I've noticed there is like this disappointment energy attached to wherever you have Neptune or Pisces or the 12th house in your natal chart, because it's like, it's almost like there's this infinite potential when you have this energy in your natal chart. For you guys, it's going to be all 9th house like things, and the potential is there, but sometimes the potential doesn't get fulfilled because Neptune, Pisces, 12th house, this energy overall has a hard time operating down here, has a hard time putting in the work. Sometimes this energy can actually also attract opportunists, because it's like they can be very creative. Like you guys can be very creative when it comes to the spiritual realms, metaphysical realms. Like I said, after you guys learn certain concepts, you guys might be very good at connecting the dots and basically bringing other information through. But the whole challenge here might be to actually apply it in the physical plane, in the physical reality. So when you guys have Neptune in the 9th house, you guys might also be the types of individuals where it's like you guys know all these concepts, all these wonderful spiritual concepts. It's kind of like this energy is always going to be learning, and this energy might also fall into the trap of always seeking like a guru or someone above them to teach them. So also be mindful of that. But it's like this energy is always seeking something. So because it's always seeking something, it's learning, and it kind of gets trapped into being just like a student, constant learner. Like that can be something that also does take place. It's a form of escapism if you think about it. And then also it's like you've learned all these concepts, but are you actually applying them? I always say that in terms of the spiritual planes, the metaphysical things that everybody teaches. It's like there's a lot of great information out there, but it's like, what's the point of learning the information if you're not actually going to apply it in the physical plane, in the physical reality, to basically make the best of your physical reality experience while you are here? I'm just going to throw that out there as well. Now, because the 9th house can deal with foreign languages and foreign cultures as well, this could be an area that, once again, maybe you guys don't see clearly, or maybe you guys escape through this as well. You guys could escape through maybe traveling, but it's like at one point you have to basically come back and apply that information. That's why I said earlier, a lot of the time they go off, learn, come back, teach after they have kind of built this energetic repertoire of a new belief system that they have created for themselves. That's the whole thing here. 9th house is building new belief systems for themselves that kind of work with their energetic imprint. This energy can even kind of create like a new religion or a new spiritual belief or something of that sort. Okay, that is very much Neptune in that 9th house, because again, you're connected to the other side. You're bringing it through, you're learning from all these people, and boom, you create some sort of new belief system that works for you guys. Now, another thing that I also wanted to mention is because it does deal with foreign languages, once again, this could be an area that you guys don't necessarily see clearly. Maybe you guys struggle to learn foreign languages, or once again, it's that whole concept of liking the idea of actually learning foreign languages, and then when it actually comes down to learning them, you could struggle, because it's like, once again, Neptune can struggle. You guys can wander off when you guys are learning. You guys can daydream while you guys are learning. It doesn't mean that you're not going to learn it. This is important to understand. It does not mean you can't learn these things. It doesn't mean you can't apply these things. It doesn't mean that you're not going to succeed in the area that you have Neptune in. It just means you guys have to put in a little bit more work and figure out practical ways in terms of going after these things and actually put in the physical work. That's the thing, because Neptune dreams about it. So with all that being said, I'm going to wrap up my video here on Neptune in the 9th house. I do hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, please do like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day.